Good evening. My name is Jessica Harris, and I am the elementary level director. And tonight we are going to be announcing this year's Teacher of the Year. And starting with Barker's Mill Elementary School, Katie Rebello and Hannah Gabbard. Katie Rebello has been a third grade teacher for 5 years at Barker's Mill. When you walk into Katie's classroom, you see a passion for teaching that engages students in the learning process. Katie works endlessly to enhance the learning experience of her students. Katie also serves as the lead SIBIS, where she ensures that our new teachers are ready to conquer each and every day. Thank you, Katie, for your dedication to students and teachers. Hannah Gabbard has been a fifth grade math and science teacher at Barker's Mill for 4 years. Hannah is well loved by students, parents, and faculty and staff at Barker's Mill. Hannah sets high expectations and brings out the best in each of her students. Hannah also leads our Beta Club, where she empowers students to become role models and leaders within the community. Thank you, Hannah, for your dedication to the students at Barker's Mill. From Barksdale Elementary, Christy Campbell and Christy Proctor. Miss Campbell has a natural knack of engaging and entertaining students. To sit in on her virtual lessons is much like watching an interactive modern-day Mr. Rogers. Her love of learning is evident and contagious. Even as a virtual teacher, she is able to effectively build relationships and community. Scores of CMCSS students have benefited from Miss Campbell's love of teaching over the course of her career. Christy Proctor. Although Miss Proctor has only been with CMCSS a couple of years after transferring from another district, she has quickly made herself an invaluable asset to Barksdale Elementary. Through the challenges of starting mid-year in 2019 to teaching online and in person simultaneously in 2020, she has worked tirelessly to build relationships with her students and to give them the best educational experiences possible. Barksdale Elementary is proud to be her home. From Burt Elementary, Sherry Bourne and Victoria McAlmon are this year's winners. A 7-year teacher, Sherry Bourne currently serves fifth grade students. She is an effective teacher leader and is active in creating a community of learners at Burt. She serves on the RTI 2B committee, working towards a positive and rewarding school climate for all. Her data-driven strategies for teaching and learning not only improve student achievement for her personal students, but her teammates' students as well. She is dedicated to her students at Burt and treats them with dignity and respect. She has helped us to create a positive environment that is very child-oriented and focused on building lifelong learners. Her strong work ethic is evident in many ways. She consistently seeks out new and innovative ways to motivate her students and to teach them accountability for their learning. Mrs. Victoria McAlmon has been a CMCSS teacher for 6 years. She currently serves students at Burt as a third grade teacher and a multi-classroom leader through the Opportunity Culture model. She is a strong leader in her grade level and has been instrumental in improving instruction with teachers and improving student growth. She serves as a member of the leadership team at Burt. She is a strong instructor and excels at meeting individual student needs. Mrs. McAlmon was offered and accepted the Tennessee Educator Fellowship with SCORE, which focuses on the goal of empowering educators to engage in student-focused policy discussions. Her support, enthusiasm, and strong leadership skills creates a learning environment where all students and teachers have the opportunity to succeed. Her leadership as a multi-classroom leader ensures that grade-level learning needs are met and all are given opportunities they need to be lifelong learners. From Burns Darden Elementary School, Emily Harris and Tyler Bias are this year's Teachers of the Year. Emily Harris is an ELA teacher at Burns Darden Elementary. Emily continues to be a hard worker who strives to grow as a teacher and be the best she can for her students. Although she has taught for 6 years, she most recently was moved to 4th grade, where she has built an instant connection with all stakeholders. As a new 4th grade teacher, she has been high performing and dedicated to helping her students close the achievement gap. Mr. Tyler Baez is always willing to do what is best for students. As a fifth grade teacher, he gained the respect and admiration of his students. He always has their best interest in mind. His students are always on task and engaged in meaningful instruction. Mr. Baez is truly a positive male role model for all students at Bernstardin. He is truly an example of a great teacher. From Carmel Elementary, we have Rebecca Borthwick and Deborah Harrison. Rebecca Borthwick, when the stars align just right, a school gets lucky and an outstanding teacher arrives. That is in fact what happened with Mrs. Borthwick. She exemplifies our cult words. Character. She is respectful of all students and staff, a role model, and an inspiration to all. Opportunity. Mrs. Borthwick takes every opportunity to provide relevant and rigorous learning experiences in a risk-free environment. She took the opportunity to lead and inspire our virtual learners. Leadership. Mrs. Borthwick is a leader in her grade level, in virtual learning, and in our school. Teamwork. She leads her team toward a common goal. As a member of our leadership team, she takes the helm and steers others toward the target. Success. Mrs. Borthwick, a super successful Carmel cult who grows successful students. Deborah Harrison. Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up, by Pablo Picasso. This is Miss Harrison's favorite inspirational quote. This quote drives her art instruction. In every lesson, Mrs. Harrison strives to bring out the child. Lessons are creative, fun, messy, and driven by the curriculum. She masterfully weaves creativity, design, and critical thinking within each of her lessons. Mrs. Harrison uses art to inspire students to think about the world around them, to look at nature, and to respond through drawing. Mrs. Harrison and art are truly a special at Carmel. From Cumberland Heights Elementary School, we have Jennifer Davenport and Lindsay Attardi. This is Miss Davenport's 11th year teaching with CMCSS. This year, she has taken on the role of virtual teacher on her third grade team. When asked why she chose to be a teacher and what keeps her motivated during these unprecedented times, Mrs. Davenport responded, "I was inspired by my father. He was a beloved teacher in the community where I grew up. I wanted to have that same positive, inspiring impact on children's lives. It's a remarkable feeling to be a small stepping stone in the life of a child who will succeed because of something I shared. Every year, I invest time into each of my students, and I try to be kind, caring, empathetic, passionate, and funny. My motivation is the return on my investment. Hugs given, pictures drawn, stories told, successes shared, and visits from former students that I impacted." Mrs. Davenport enthusiastically builds positive relationships with her students and their parents and collaborates with her team to develop quality lessons for all students on the third grade team. For Mrs. Lindsay Attardi, this is her 14th year teaching and her 7th year with CMCSS. She started this school year as a virtual teacher and is currently teaching half-day virtually, half-day traditionally. When asked why she chose to be a teacher and what keeps her motivated during these unprecedented times, Mrs. Attardi responded, "I always wanted to teach from a very young age. It just seemed natural to me. Education is constantly evolving, and I feel teaching during these unprecedented times is reminding us to evolve in our ways too. The students have been through so much during these times, and trying to provide them with a sense of normalcy is important. Making sure that I can still have an impact on the students both educationally and emotionally is what keeps me motivated." Traditionally or virtually, Mrs. Attardi consistently provides her students with quality math and science instruction, utilizing various research-based instructional strategies to create an in-depth understanding of the why behind concepts rather than simply focusing on how. From East Montgomery Elementary School, we have Jennifer Hicks and Kirby Harpst. East Montgomery is pleased to nominate Jennifer Hicks for our pre-K through 4th grade Teacher of the Year. She has taught 1st and 4th grades at our school and is a natural in any grade level. She spends countless hours planning explicit lessons, communicating with parents, and leading her team. Mrs. Hicks is a very compassionate teacher, always seeking ways to help her children to be their best. Her love for children shines through in everything she does. If she is ever asked to do anything, she always replies with, "Yes, anything you need." She always has a smile and finds the best in everyone. We are very fortunate to have Mrs. Hicks as part of our school family. East Montgomery is also pleased to nominate Kirby Harpst for our 5 through 8 Teacher of the Year. She serves as a resource inclusion teacher for 4th and 5th grade exceptional students. She works diligently to provide interventions tailored to individual student needs. As an inclusion teacher, she co-teaches, provides small group instruction, and works hand in hand with the classroom teacher. She's our lead special populations teacher and effectively communicates with our team the district updates. Kirby is often called upon to assist with behavior strategies for students and is excellent at modeling de-escalation and calming techniques. She is a special part of our school family, even teaching exercise classes to faculty and staff as part of the wellness program. She puts student needs first and is very deserving of this honor. From Glen Ellen, we have Jessica Oakley and Catherine Peace. Mrs. Oakley started at Glen Ellen as a student teacher in 2013 and proved to be an invaluable addition to our faculty. She has shown success in multiple grade levels and often works with our most at-risk youth. She has been known to visit the ball field to cheer on her students. Mrs. Oakley was among the first to be recognized in our building for her use of technology in the classroom to enhance and differentiate instruction. Miss Peace came to Glen Ellen as a 5th grade STEM teacher. She not only provided strong hands-on instruction that focused on critical thinking, she collaborated with other teachers to facilitate an after-school STEM club for 4th and 5th grade students. Miss Peace recently received her special education degree and is now able to support students and teachers in multiple grade levels. Miss Peace has also been part of the steering committee to implement multi-tiered student support at Glen Ellen. From Hazelwood Elementary School, we have Rachel McDonald and Susan Taylor. It is my privilege to introduce kindergarten teacher Rachel McDonald as Hazelwood Elementary's K-4 Teacher of the Year. She is a role model to her grade level. Anyone who walks into Miss McDonald's classroom can see that she strives to make personal connections with each of her students. She inspires her students to become lifelong learners. When asked, her colleagues said, "Rachel is always prepared and looking out for the best interest of her students. Some people are natural at teaching, and she is one of them." Rachel is an amazing teammate and colleague. She is helpful in every sense of the word and has made me feel so welcome in a new school and district. Her knowledge of the curriculum, amazing teaching strategies, and work ethic are unmatched. She willingly dropped off work to my house during quarantine and made sure my class was taken care of on top of her own. The Hazelwood community thanks Ms. McDonald for making a difference every day. It is with great pleasure to introduce Susan Taylor as Hazelwood Elementary's 5 through 8 Teacher of the Year. Susan has taught at Hazelwood for years. During that time, she has taught reading, social studies, and math in our 5th grade. She is always proactive in building relationships with her students and their families. She focuses on building positive self-esteem and treats all students with dignity and respect. She always puts 110% into her planning and developing relationships with students. Her colleagues said, "What I admire about Susan is her enthusiasm and energy. She puts so much of this into her planning and teaching. The students are always engaged and eager to learn." The Hazelwood community thanks Ms. Taylor for making a difference every day. From Kenwood Elementary School, we have Dr. Bridget Campbell and Brett Lee May. Dr. Campbell is a devoted, caring teacher. She has taught several Engage sessions, helped develop the scope and sequence for pre-K, helped develop the pre-K portfolio tasks for the district, and created pre-K remote learning packets. She also helped choose the pre-K curriculum for the district and organized various virtual field trips. She serves on Kenwood's leadership team and always sets a professional example, getting students off to a fantastic beginning in their educational journey. Mrs. May has taught second, fourth, and fifth grades. She is a master with explicit direct instruction and at thoroughly explaining and teaching mathematical concepts and teaching students to think mathematically. Most important, she develops quality relationships with her students and parents and really cares about them. She is a gifted teacher whom we are very blessed to have at Kenwood. From Liberty Elementary School, we have Sarah Carey and Jessica Patterson. Mrs. Carey is a dynamic first grade teacher. She serves as our first grade leadership representative and guides her team daily. She has served as a K-2 RLA lead teacher for our building in the past and is currently serving as the K-2 STEM lead teacher as well as Year 2 content mentor. Mrs. Carey has a heart of gold and has blossomed in the virtual world this year. Her team members describe her as one that takes great pride in her work, a team player, and one who is dedicated to her profession. Mrs. Carey cares about her students and always makes instructional decisions that are the best for her students. She demonstrates patience and understanding and displays the highest integrity when making instructional decisions. Mrs. Carey is a wonderful part of our Liberty family, and she is making a lasting difference in the lives she teaches and mentors. Ms. Patterson is an innovative fifth grade teacher and leader in our building. She serves on our leadership team representing her team as an MCL and is currently the RLA lead for our building. Ms. Patterson is energetic, compassionate, and uses every opportunity to not only grow our students, but also mentor and lead her colleagues on a daily basis. Ms. Patterson is respected by her colleagues, and they describe her as a team player who is creative with lesson planning and implementation, a good listener, and an encourager even in the toughest situations. She makes sound instructional decisions and finds avenue for students to believe in themselves and be successful. She is caring, has high expectations for herself and those she serves, and brings a positive energy to her classroom and our building. Ms. Patterson displays the highest integrity when making decisions. The lasting impression she is making on those she teaches, coaches, and mentors each day is inspiring to those around her. From Minglewood Elementary School, we have Alexandria Lima and Kiana Kilpatrick. Miss Lima is a special education teacher who has created a learning environment that inspires, calm, and promotes accountability. She herself is a role model for our students who are faced with many challenges of their own. Providing the warm place where students can land as they learn and grow, she has given both the tools to her students and built confidence in them to develop into the mighty oaks that they have the potential to become. She is a gift to her students as she instills within them the skills that are necessary for them to thrive. She is such a vibrant presence at Minglewood. We look forward to embracing the benefit of the positive influence she shares with all who know her and work with her. Ms. Kilpatrick has been with the district for 7 years and is our dedicated library media specialist who always finds ways to inspire and motivate students to find their interests and pursue their passions through the written word. While our students may not always come to us with rich life experiences, Ms. Kilpatrick opens the door to a world of success stories, courage in overcoming obstacles, and literacy-based knowledge, which vicariously bridges gaps for our students into the world. We are grateful for her giving heart.
My name is Emily Vaughn, and I'm the Director of Teaching, Learning, and Innovation for the Clarksville-Montgomery County School System. I'm excited to announce the Teacher of the Year recipients from Montgomery Central Elementary School, Lisa Neal and Michelle Hart. Miss Neal is currently engaged in her 33rd year of teaching and has taught several different grade levels. She has had an immeasurable impact on student learning in our district. She always puts her students' and coworkers' needs above her own. She selflessly volunteered to teach a self-contained 3rd grade classroom this year without any hesitation. She always brings humor and understanding into her classroom lessons. She is collaborative with her peers and is always willing to go above and beyond. One colleague states about Miss Neal, "She is genuine and selfless to the core. She loves her students with every fiber of her existence. She always leaves a little piece of her heart behind with her students and colleagues." Miss Hart is currently completing her 32nd year of teaching. She's a lifelong learner and enjoys bringing what she learns through the many conferences and trainings that she attends back to share with her students and colleagues. She was one of only 30 teachers nationwide chosen to participate in the 2019 Teacher Innovator Institute at the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. She spent 2 weeks there during the summer collaborating with science teachers from across the United States and brought back so many innovative and exciting activities to her students. She is constantly searching for ways to engage her students in high-quality learning, and she sponsors the weekly Technology Club. Her colleagues state that she is a loving and caring teacher. Many of her students come back year after year just to say hello. Her students know that they are loved and respected. Representing Moore Magnet School, Stephanie Lyles and Robin Mang. Good morning, honey bunches. That's awesome sauce. You guys are the best. We've got this, friends. On any given day, when you enter Stephanie Lyles' third grade classroom, these words of encouragement are constantly being echoed. She has been educating students in CMCSS for over 18 years in both middle school and elementary school. Ms. Lyles counts it as a privilege to be able to touch the lives and give students a spark or a glimpse of the great things they are capable of accomplishing. When asked what is the one thing she'd like for all of her students to learn before leaving her class, her response is, "I want students to know that their gifts and talents are needed in our world, and that they have something great to contribute to the world no matter how small the contribution may seem." Stephanie is a wonderful educator who always puts her students first. Robin Mang has been educating CMCSS students for 25 years. She has taught kindergarten, first, third, and fifth grades, and is currently serving as an elementary English language teacher. Ms. Mang is passionate about equipping students with not only academic skills, but also soft skills like integrity and respect for themselves and others. She lets her students know that there's no limit to their success and all students can learn. When asked what is the one thing she wants her students to learn before leaving her class, her response was, "I hope my students have learned what it feels like to be loved and respected, and how to love and respect others regardless of their background, economic status, language, or title. We are all important and have so much to give this world." These special qualities are what makes Robin Mang very deserving of this year's Teacher of the Year award. Representing Norman Smith Elementary School, Victoria Smith and Amanda Woodard. Ms. Smith has devoted 6 years to serving students at Norman Smith. She currently serves as a multi-classroom leader in kindergarten. Ms. Smith creates an environment that fosters engagement, curiosity, and rich thinking among her students. Ms. Smith's energy radiates through the building, and she inspires students and others to reach new limits. Ms. Smith is patient, kind, innovative, and excels in all areas. Ms. Smith truly makes a difference in the lives of children. Amanda Woodard has devoted 4 years to serving students at Norman Smith. Ms. Woodard creates an environment that fosters deep engagement in critical thinking, writing, and speaking. Ms. Woodard inspires students and other teachers to reach new limits and eagerly shares her best practices with others. Ms. Woodard is patient and kind and is a positive role model. She truly makes a difference in the lives of students. Ms. Woodard is a team player and willing to help in any areas needed in the school for the betterment of students. Celebrating Northeast Elementary's Teachers of the Year are Maisie Seidens and Sylvia Johnson. Maisie Seidens is currently in her 4th year of teaching. While with Clarksville Montgomery County School System, she has been a detail-oriented and data-driven kindergarten teacher. Her lessons involve ways to make the content interactive and engaging. While instructing intervention and small group lessons, she uses a variety of meaningful materials and resources. Her classroom management provides consistency and fairness based on each student's needs. She has a firm but friendly demeanor every day. She provides valuable input during team planning and data chats. She always, and I mean always, has a smile on her face and a joyful spirit that illuminates throughout the halls and classrooms of Northeast Elementary School. Sylvia Johnson, a 5th grade teacher at Northeast, is currently in her 14th year of teaching. Ms. Johnson has always strived to make valuable connections and build meaningful relationships with her students. She stresses the importance of making real-world connections, asking questions, and building vocabulary throughout daily lessons. Her students love coming to class each day as they discuss various topics and extend their learning through reading and writing. Her grace, humbleness, and commitment to the Northeast Eagle family is commendable and well-deserved. From Oakland Elementary, Shannon Williams and Brittany Henderson. Oakland Elementary is honored to have Shannon Williams as one of their 2 Teachers of the Year. Shannon became a 3rd grade teacher at Oakland when an unexpected opening became available. We were worried about finding an exemplar teacher at the time of the year, but a door opened for us to meet this fabulous woman and educator. Miss Williams builds relationships with her students, parents, and team members. She is always willing to step up and serve when a need presents itself. She has served as the new teacher induction specialist and mentor, as well as on the leadership team. She serves as an inclusion classroom teacher, where she demonstrates a belief that all students can learn and grow, builds partnerships with other teachers and assistants, and works to accommodate any need. She agreed to be her grade level's first virtual teacher and paved the way as a model example for others who went virtual and for all when going remote. Brittany Henderson is a 5th grade STEM teacher at Oakland Elementary. Brittany simply has a heart for teaching. She builds relationships with all of her students and parents and is able to meet the varied needs of her students. She is willing to volunteer to serve in any capacity to help the school. Representing Pisgah Elementary, Mary Ann Emberton and Tony Melton. Pisgah's elementary 1st grade teacher, Mary Ann Emberton, has a true love for learning and a passion for education that shines through all she does. Each year, she transforms a classroom full of children into a family. Her ability to make every single student feel special makes her stand out. She goes out of her way to make connections with each child and their family. Due to her rapport with the students, they in turn want to make her proud and always shine. Her students will tell you, once a Miss E kid, always a Miss E kid. And each year, those kids come back to love on her. They have sent her letters of appreciation, nominated her for Teacher of the Month on radio stations, and celebrate her love of the Cubs. There is no doubt every student that enters her room knows they are loved and that her belief in them will help boost them to exceptional heights the rest of their lives. Tony Melton teaches 5th grade Reading Language Arts at Pisgah Elementary. She is the teacher that you've always wished you had as a child. She transforms classrooms into learning adventures. Whether it's a day at Hogwarts, a breakout challenge, a construction site for writing, contraction surgery, an FBI crime scene, or bakers at a bakery, her lessons come to life. You will often find articles about gaming, cell phones, new television shows, or popular music in her lessons to make real-world connections to students' lives. As the Reading Language Arts lead teacher, she's an essential part of the instructional process at Pisgah. You will constantly find her digging into her standards to ensure that we are teaching the students to the depth of the understanding needed for success. Ms. Melton strives to deliver instruction that will reach every student. Her students truly know a good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill the love of learning because they experience it each day in Ms. Melton's classroom. Representing Ringgold Elementary School, Terrence Lewis and Christina Mosherosh. Mr. Lewis has served Ringgold students with enthusiasm and dedication as a PE teacher for over 7 years. As a former Ringgold Elementary student himself, he has a special connection to our school and community. Mr. Lewis has written and won grants to provide water filling stations and complete our walking track. He takes initiative in organizing and leading staff at the Carbider Circle and promotes after-school activities and events such as the Running Club and the Queen City Road Race. He could also be found helping out in our evening family events. Mr. Lewis's heart and energy have made him a stellar and valued member of the Ringgold team. Christina Mosherosh has served Ringgold students for over 4 years with a strong determination to make a positive impact on every student entrusted to her. She pairs strong instruction with true respect for each child, creating an amazing learning environment. She builds relationships with both students and their families to provide consistent support, including looping with her class for 3 years. She has given her time and energy to serve in leadership positions, volunteer for after-school activities, and mentor student teachers. Ms. Mosherosh is an outstanding teacher because she puts her heart into her work every day. From Rossview Elementary School, Ellen Scruggs and Caitlin Smith. Ellen Scruggs is an amazing kindergarten teacher at Rossview Elementary. And while she has taught other grade levels, her heart is with the littlest in our Rossview family. Ellen knows how to make her children feel comfortable and loved in the midst of uncertainties in a pandemic world. Ms. Scruggs recently created a magical evening for her students as parents tucked their children into their beds one Friday evening, and she read a bedtime story via Zoom, sitting by her fireplace. Thank you, Ms. Scruggs, for seeing your children as your own. Rossview Elementary teacher, Caitlin Smith, prioritizes building relationships with her students. Students describe her as helpful, kind, funny, and the coolest teacher ever. They say she knows how to make everyone smile and that she makes learning fun. Her teaching skills have been deemed very impressive by a student who further elaborated that she is so smart she could be teaching college or high school classes, and her administration concurs. In addition to being an amazing teacher, Caitlin has also served as a leadership team representative and as the 3rd grade through 5th grade English Language Arts lead teacher. Representing Sango Elementary, Brad Balmer and Denise Detweiler. Mr. Balmer is a beloved member of the faculty and 5th grade team at Sango. His classroom is warm and welcoming to all. Mr. Balmer has been teaching for over a decade, with 3 of those years being overseas. We are so glad he chose to be a Panther and bestows his love of reading, social studies, literature, traveling, and art upon our youngest scholars. Since 1999, kindergarten students at Sango have been learning and growing under the expertise, guidance, and care of Miss Denise Detweiler. She is that teacher that captivates the attention of our young learners and entices them to dream and believe. Her students grow by leaps and bounds due to her explicit instruction and theatrical personality. Youngsters are sitting on the edge of their seats just waiting to see what happens next while in her class. Her high expectations and belief that all children can learn make her a perfect teacher of the year. From St. Bethlehem Elementary, Amanda Wilson. St. B loves that Amanda Wilson, our librarian, is our teacher of the year. Miss Wilson is truly the literacy leader in our building in so many ways. She's a top-notch interventionist. She's always organizing and creating fun programs and initiatives to inspire our students to read, read, read. She supports our teachers with literacy needs, and she's always ready and willing to do whatever it takes to help St. B run efficiently on a daily basis. From West Creek Elementary School, Allison Perez and Patrice Collins. As a 5th grade virtual math and science teacher, Miss Perez has embraced all challenges that have come along with the pandemic to ensure her students are getting a rigorous and engaging education. It has been a pleasure to watch Miss Perez teaching and building relationships with her students, even though they're not together in person. We are so proud of her accomplishments and for her to be recognized as our Teacher of the Year. Miss Collins is one of the most energetic and enthusiastic educators we've had the pleasure of working with. Her passion for teaching and learning is evident every time we visit her 4th grade classroom. As a multi-classroom leader, Miss Collins is able to share that passion and energy with future educators in order to continue providing an exceptional educational experience for our students. We are proud of her accomplishments and achievements. From Woodlawn Elementary, Ben Torres and Melissa Frost. We are honored to recognize Mr. Ben Torres as Teacher of the Year. Mr. Torres joined Woodlawn as our music teacher 3 years ago, but he's so much more than a music teacher. On top of teaching music, Mr. Torres has jumped in and initiated a yearly talent show that our students audition for and participate in, showing off their talents. He has created and orchestrated our very first Veterans Day program, and in his spare time, he is an intervention teacher and a grade-level music teacher for remote learning in our district. Mr. Torres keeps his students engaged and active. You can walk by his classroom and hear him and his students warming up their voices with the whoop. He is a breath of fresh air for the teachers and students as he always has a smile on his face, or you can hear his infectious laughter throughout the building on any given day. We are excited to recognize Mr. Ben Torres for his commitment and dedication to our school. Woodlawn is excited to recognize Miss Melissa Frost as Teacher of the Year. She has been with the district for 7 years and for the past 2 years has taught 1st grade at Woodlawn. Ms. Frost is one of those teachers that you simply love to sit and watch as she interacts with her students. This year, Ms. Frost taught virtually, and that same fun interaction took place, even through a computer screen. She is engaging and enthusiastic, which keeps her students excited and ready to learn. Ms. Frost is an asset to her students as well as our faculty. She jumped right in with the virtual learning this year and soon became quite the expert. She makes it look easy and is always willing to help her fellow teachers. We feel honored to call Ms. Frost a Woodlawn Bulldog and are excited for her to represent our school as Teacher of the Year.
Hi, I'm Mary Gist, Director of Middle Schools with Clarksville Montgomery County School System. Happy to be here to share the Middle School Teachers of the Year. And we are so proud of all of our teachers and want to especially honor these. From Kenwood Middle School, Jennifer Jesse. Mrs. Jennifer Jesse has a heart of gold. Mrs. Jesse has been in education for 5 years, all at Kenwood Middle School. In times of adversity, Mrs. Jesse has managed to overcome obstacles in which many have failed. I believe this is attributed to her enormously positive work ethic and character. She has served several leadership roles at KMS, 6th and 8th grade math team lead, school-based induction specialist mentor, Nashville teacher resident mentor, Nashville teacher residency with CMCSS, co-sponsor for the KMS Broadcast Club, teacher mentor at Kenwood Middle School for Austin Peay, STEM teacher leader, and RTI teacher leader. Mrs. Jesse continues to go beyond expectations and has outshone many of her peers. She is an ambitious person, and this is why we are blessed at KMS that a Mrs. Jennifer Jesse has the opportunity to lead, guide, and mold our students. Representing Montgomery Central Middle School is Misty South. Misty South is married to her high school sweetheart for 21 years, and they have 3 daughters who all attend Montgomery Central High School. Misty is an 18-year veteran teacher. She teaches 6th grade math and serves as the 6th grade math team lead. Misty says, teaching is a lot like being a mom. The job is never finished, and there is always something that needs to be done or someone who needs your help. It is humbling to know that you have an impact on the life of a student. Representing New Providence Middle School is David Schumann. It is New Providence Middle School's distinct honor to nominate David Schumann for Teacher of the Year. Mr. Schumann has demonstrated his character and leadership throughout his 20-year military career and 13 years as a professional educator. He has an established reputation for truth, fairness, and compassion. He is highly regarded by his colleagues and respected by the students and stakeholders he serves. From Northeast Middle School, Kelly Broyhan. Kelly is an outstanding educator and colleague who consistently goes above and beyond. She works tirelessly to bridge the gap for her special education students and endlessly advocates for them. Further, her contributions to reading language arts cannot be overlooked. She leads the group in collaborative conversations focused on standards and progress towards mastery for all students. Northeast Middle School students and faculty are lucky to have her. From Richview Middle School, Christina Pluckelman. Christina Pluckelman student taught 7th grade math at Richview Middle School 4 years ago. We were thrilled when she became a full-time teacher at Richview. Christina has a natural gift and passion for teaching and learning, and she spends hours of her time beyond the school day to understand content, to vet resources, and to create meaningful activities for student learning. Her natural gift, combined with hard work, is evident as her students have a trend for growth and success. She strives to reach all students and push them out of their comfort zones in order to reach their potential. Mrs. Pluckelman is a leader among her subject area peers as she naturally facilitates and contributes to meaningful collaboration so all students will be successful, not just her own. She has presented and co-presented multiple professional learning opportunities for teachers at the school, district, and state levels. She believes in supporting other adults in their learning to better serve students, and she values growth in her own learning. As a result, she has engaged in multiple district-level professional development opportunities, such as the Teacher Leader Academy, to further grow in her own abilities. Christina has applied for and received multiple grants to provide materials and resources to better serve her students as well as other teacher students. Mrs. Pluckelman also serves as a co-sponsor for our robotics team, as she believes in reaching the whole child beyond the regular classroom. It is easy to see why Christina Pluckelman was chosen to represent our school, because she is a rock star teacher on so many levels. From Rossview Middle School, Tamika Terry. Tamika Terry is a 7th grade social studies teacher. However, what she teaches her students far surpasses the social studies curriculum. Tamika instills discipline in her students by establishing routines and procedures that she insists are adhered to and followed. Tamika teaches her students to take risks by maintaining an atmosphere where mistakes are not only expected, but necessary. She encourages her students to not sweat the small stuff by having a sense of humor. Rossview Middle School is proud of Tamika Terry. From West Creek Middle School, Candy Favorite. Candy is a natural-born leader who is respected by her peers and, most importantly, by her students. She sets exceptionally high expectations for all her students and develops a positive and meaningful relationship with all of them. She embraces any opportunity for professional development and has strong leadership skills. West Creek Middle School is so very proud to call her one of their own.
I'm Roz Evans, Director of High Schools, and these are the Teacher of the Year candidates from our high schools and alternative. From CHS, Deidre Cook. Deidre goes above and beyond of what is expected as a special education teacher. She spends countless hours working individually with students, both traditional and virtual. She arrives at the school an hour early and leaves several hours after 2:30. Clarksville High is a better place because of the hard work of Deidre Cook. From Kenwood High School, Charles Weiss. Charles is the HVAC and construction teacher at Kenwood High School. He goes above and beyond to ensure that his students have everything they need to receive job-ready certifications by the end of their program. He provides a hands-on, real-world experience and treats students as if they are employed by a company. Mr. Weiss teaches his students about the technical skills required for mechanical, electrical, and plumbing related to heating and air units, as well as soft skills essential for being a good employee in the industry. Over the years, he's motivated many at-risk students to continue to push themselves toward receiving their high school diploma. He is definitely a difference maker for Kenwood High School and the Clarksville-Montgomery County school system. From Montgomery Central High School, Jessica Drudy. Jessica is dedicated to her students as they grow and achieve in her English 3 and dual enrollment English classes. She is passionate about providing engaging instruction every day. Ms. Drudy is equally determined to develop and maintain a positive school culture. She has served as a leader in our building, devoting hours of her time to projects and activities for our students. From homecoming to ACT prep rallies, Jessica Drudy makes a defining difference at Montgomery Central High School. Northeast High School, Patricia Zirkle. Ms. Zirkle is a great teacher. She is willing to improve and eager to accept feedback in order to meet the expectations while keeping the best interests of students at heart. She advocates for her students and collaborates with colleagues to ensure that all students have a voice. She uses consistent methods to work with students, parents, and teachers in developing high moral standards to accomplish the goals of effective communication. She views challenges as opportunities for growth and is willing to strive to find the positive in situations. She is the driving force behind the Eagle Positive Behavior Committee for students and her colleagues. From Northwest High School, Penelope Leota. Ms. Leota is a lead special education inclusion teacher for our science department and teaches our Biology 1A course. She also serves as a mentor for others, works on our testing team, develops curriculum, just to name a few. Ms. Leota works tirelessly to ensure all Northwest students have the support they need to be successful. From Rossview High School, Joseph Bubba Cherry. Mr. Cherry started teaching construction classes at Rossview High School 5 years ago. Before teaching, he was a local home builder in the Clarksville area. However, his heart for students and love of the profession is what makes him an outstanding teacher. The students in his program have learned about building a structure from the ground up. His students have constructed 5 portable classrooms that are being used daily on our campus. The pride that he instills in his students shows through in every task that they are given. During remote learning, Mr. Cherry invited local construction company owners to Zoom class sessions so students could meet builders and ask questions about the profession. He also visited construction sites to film material for his upcoming lessons. Mr. Cherry has built partnerships with local companies to help students find jobs in the construction field upon graduation. Aside from dedicating himself to make sure his students are prepared for the workplace, he also mentors them and teaches them about life and how to be a respectable member of our community. Mr. Cherry is one of a kind and makes Rossview High School a better place. From West Creek High School, Kaylee Mitchell. Mrs. Kaylee Mitchell serves as our English 2 lead teacher, avid site team member, district textbook, and curriculum mapping committee member, and our junior class Student Government Association sponsor. To fully appreciate this extraordinary teacher, you need only listen to her own mission statement when she says, "As an educator, I believe that my central role is to enable students to grow in all areas of their lives, academically, emotionally, behaviorally, and socially. In order to cultivate high-achieving students who will become well-informed, engaged citizens, I must see and teach the whole child." Ms. Mitchell continuously worked to build strong, meaningful relationships with her students and peers. Mrs. Mitchell understands both the art and the science of teaching, and she is an invaluable part of the West Creek High School community. From Alternative School, Kimberly Yarbrough. Ms. Yarbrough was chosen as Teacher of the Year for Alternative School because she goes out of her way to assist students, their families, and colleagues. She approaches everything she does with a positive attitude and outlook. On a daily basis, Mrs. Yarbrough displays a willingness to step up and support the alternative school program in whatever capacity needed to ensure the day runs smoothly. She is an asset to both our school and the community we serve.